144 of the PGA Tour's top competitors, 4 dramatic rounds, 1 coveted crystal. The PGA Tour's best players take on Pete Dye's greatest creation at the 40th installment of the Players' Championship. 40 years of drama.
Be the right club. Be the right club today. Yes!
Excitement.
Johnny, that's better than most.
How about him?
That is better than most. Better than most!
And heartbreak.
I can't believe the wind that hit that ball.
What will it take to become this year's Players' Champion?
And that is going to put it away!
Matt Kuchar is the 2012 Players' Champion.
The stage is set. The contenders are ready. This is the Players' Championship.
This will be Zach Johnson for a birdie, too, from 33 feet. A player that hasn't had a whole lot of luck here over the years, Nick. He has played this 17th in +6, but he is 5 under now for the day.
Yeah, just stay in present time. Oh, coming down that hill, it just oh, hello. Oh.
Let's just say he's played it in +5 now over the years.
There you go. He's happy.
Over at 12, our first look at the short par 4. Charlie Hoffman for a birdie 3. And that gets Charlie to a 1 under par.
All right, Kuchar, left side of the fairway. Yeah, just off the edge of the fairway in the fringe cutter rough here. 130 left. Again, great angle from here.
You kind of ride in the ridge. Goes diagonally from that front left corner towards the flag.
Brilliant.
That local boy.
Webb Simpson at the second for birdie. Had a putt at least for birdie at the first. So good ball striking so far for Webb, and able to get it here at number 2. And now Mickelson looking to do the same. Noda.
He's got a great look straight up the hill into the green. Not a whole lot of break to this. Should be able to take a nice run at it.
That's what it was. Perfect run at it.
Just deep of the green here at 3 is Nick Watney, coming off that birdie at 2. Nice touch around the greens for Nick. Oh, there's a second straight birdie. 7th appearance here at the Players, tied for 4th in 2011. You would expect this golf course would suit Nick Watney. Now Poulter for the more conventional 2. Okay.
To the 12th.
Freddie Jakobsen had this 3rd shot. He had chopped his way up this 12th hole and then chopped another one into the hole. That's pretty typical Freddie. Justin Rose. Webb Simpson had knocked his 2nd over the green, so Rose the only player a chance to knock it on this green in regulation. Watch what he does. That is a beauty there. Nearly jarred it for a 2. We've seen a number of 2s here over the years at the 4th. But he'll have a kick in for a birdie 3. One more look here. Lands about a foot long and left.
And now Tiger Woods just outside, it seems, of that divot for his 3rd, Roger.
103 left of the hole, drove in the left rough, forced to lay up. Has kept the flight of the ball down.
There we go. I guess that's now right of the hole, isn't it? About 4 inches. Tap in, gimme.
Technically correct. Woods, a little tap in for his 2nd birdie of the day. His first all the way back at the 2nd hole.
There's that ridge, the change of direction. That was just short of perfection.
Jason Duffner second from the edge near the water over there from 158 yards.
After a dangerous tee shot, look at this. That is pure.
Duffner, yeah, with an eagle two, just the third eagle two at the 18th ever.
Got to be happy with that one.
To the 12th, 80 yards out with Tiger Woods. With that, he moves to 5 under.
Sergio with a birdie putt, Phil.
Yeah, it's not easy to get the right pace on this one. Back up the hill and then it levels off, starts going away towards the hole. Not a lot of break on this one though.
Something like that.
That looked like a nice coaxing stroke, didn't it? Just coaxed that one down there.
And ahead at 13, Phil Mickelson now for his birdie. Same putt we saw Lee Westwood hit pretty straight, and there it is. Mickelson now to 2 under. Made a hole-in-one here back in 1995, so he seems to like the 13th.
Woods from the rough at 14 with his third.
Easy. Oh.
He would tap that in to save par and remain at 5 under.
And over at the 8th, Michael Thompson with a 3-iron. Likes to work the ball a little bit left to right. He's watching it intently. And there's a reason why.
Oh, you're kidding.
Boom! The 6th ace recorded in the history of this championship here at the long par 3 8th. And there hasn't been one made here since the year 2000. So a long time coming.
Thompson moves to 2 under, 7 shots back from our leader Roberto Castro after a 63 today. Zach Johnson and Rory McIlroy are not far behind at 6 under, and Tiger Woods leads a slew with 5 under 67s, including 12-time PGA Tour champion Steve Stricker and 28-year-old Casey Wittenberg in search of his first victory. The second round is next.
It's a sun-splashed day on the Florida coast for round 2 of the Players. Good afternoon. I'm Kelly Tillman welcoming you to the TPC Sawgrass, where 2008 Players champion Sergio Garcia is surging. 5 straight birdies on his homeward stretch, and he made that big bomb at number 8. He now leads by 2. Sergio Garcia seemingly made for this golf course. Tiger Woods is on the verge of his best 36-hole total in his Players career. 4 under, the best previous mark for him. Lee Westwood, bogey-free for the championship.
We pick up the action where the crowds have gathered at the par 5 9th, where Tiger Woods has a chance at birdie.
It's a great view, no matter where you are here, because of the stadium setting up on the mounds, but you might have to fight for your spot a little more today.
Yeah.
Get there early.
And Nick, walking up to the green, I did confirm that was, in fact, a 56, so 140-yard 56 sand wedge. But that's just a long way for anybody.
That's a long. I know it's downwind. Yeah.
Well, he talked about it afterward yesterday, that how the ball was flying.
Yeah.
It was tough to judge even.
Well, it's hot. It's going to be mid-80s today, and a breeze, dry air.
Yeah, very dry air, and when that heat index moves up a little, the balls tend to get real jumpy and hot, and you can pick up almost a club and a half on some of your iron shots if you strike them clean.
Pretty impressive what he's done the first 2 days here. When you compare it to the past in his recent history, the winner, of course, in 2001, 1 top 10 since, but also yesterday, best opening round we've seen him have here, and 4 under back in 2009 was his best 36-hole total here.
Yeah, I call it workmanlike or controlled. I mean, that's disciplined, all those sort of things. You've got to make your mind up here. That's my yardage. That's the area I'm playing to. No point in getting fancy and trying to get a little 5 or 10 yards more, trying to get it around a corner on some of these dog legs or whatever. You just got to play. They're not very wide, the fat spots, but just hit the right shot, throttle back. You only use driver about 4 times a day.
Double digits again. To 10 under goes Woods. Louis Oosthuizen 3 under. Long birdie putt here at 11 though. Will it? Yeah. Name that's kind of been forgotten. Not much talk about Louis coming in. Zach Johnson trying to get the putter going this year. Birdie putt at the 10th.
Yeah, this is down into the corner.
Okay. Contagious. Get on a run all over the golf course right now.
Adam Scott now from the very, very top of the ridge. This downhill. Picking up speed. Will move to his right. Come on. There you go. That ball was moving too. That was going to get 5 or 6 feet past the hole if it didn't go in. And over at 12 now. Zach Johnson's birdie attempt from behind the hole here. Another short par 4. Players take advantage of a lot, and so does Zach.
Making a lot of putts, Roger.
Yeah.
So eagle try for O'Hare. Let's see if he can take advantage of it all. Yes.
Man, that's a heck of an eagle out of the rough.
McIlroy trying some way to turn this around. 3 straight bogeys to close out the opening 9.
He shot 31 on the backside yesterday, 5 under, which his total score on the back 9 previous to that in all the championships was 7 under. So he's going to be looking for that 5 under 9 again. This is from 142.
It's all right, isn't it? In your life, have you
heard that before? How did that not?
Almost.
We can get as close as we want. It's not going
like
in.
It's still gonna. Here we go from the heavens. That's just a perfect, nice little short iron there. We haven't seen too many with backspin this week. It's interesting, isn't it? This is what he was doing last week. Pure rhythm, lovely full complete swing.
You could tell he knew it was good from the start.
Over at 14.
Here's Jerry Kelly with his second shot here on the very difficult 14th. Playing is the most difficult hole today on the golf course. And take a look at this one here. Jerry Kelly with his experience. Hello. There you go. That gets Jerry to 5 under, and experience does count. The 5th eagle of all time there at 14. How about that with Aaron Badley? Nice chest bump.
Adam Scott now at 10 for birdie. Yeah, there it is. 3 great approaches here. And McIlroy already tapped in his birdie from what, about a centimeter?
So Jerry Kelly makes the long walk to get his ball out of the hole after that eagle 2. Little fumble there, but doesn't matter. That's an eagle on the card to 5 under.
Got a chance at another eagle here. Stenson at 4 under, trying to get to 6. Inside of 10 feet for eagle.
And over at 7, Casey Wittenberg from the front fringe putting for birdie up the hill. This from 22 feet. Yeah, Casey Wittenberg now back to 8 under. He had dropped to 4 under earlier in the round, but made 4 birdies and within 3 of Sergio Garcia.
Up to the 12th fairway with Steve Stricker's second.
It's from 102 yards.
Yeah, doing just what he does best.
I was joking around with him, Mark, on the range earlier today. You know, he's playing with Adam Scott and Rory, and we see his proximity to the hole from 125 yards and in. I was kidding with him, and he goes, you know, hey, I'm like Sinatra. I'm doing it my way, and which is a pretty good analogy.
Just a yard closer than Stricker. This one coming in quite low.
Yeah, but should have some spin, and it does.
McIlroy and Stricker would both convert their birdies.
13, Bubba Watson for birdie. Both of his playing competitors made par. Graham McDowell and Keegan Bradley, they both made their par threes. Now Bubba, this would be his third birdie in a row, get him to red figures. So Bubba Watson on a roll. A player with his length and power you wouldn't think would play well here at Sawgrass, but with his imagination, he can hit and create any shot from anywhere on this golf course.
14.
Adam Scott now looking at his second.
Another good tee shot from Adam here. He's got 191 to the hole.
Bogey free on his round today, and pretty good in his first start since he won at Augusta, won the Masters.
It's been wonderful to be out here with him too, Peter. He's been very engaging, acknowledging the fans, and quite chatty for Adam, real positive, and just having a great time being the Masters champ.
What's he do when he hits shots like that, huh? Well, I'd like to say that's the best shot of the day, but Jerry Kelly hold it. But that's easily the second best shot we've seen today here at 14.
Stenson's third at the 9th. And right there with
nicely
Hunter
done. Oh,
Mahan.
nicely done. Hello. Big reaction from old Happy Face. I say that because I'm mates with him. He is a laugh.
He expected it to happen. That's why.
Do you think?
No,
maybe not. He
no.
said that was Jammy Dodger.
That's his second of the day. He had a 3 back at the second hole. And 2 eagles on this side.
And that would bring him to 9 under, 2 off Sergio Garcia, who still holds the top spot. Tiger Woods has inched to within 1, and American Kevin Chappell and Englishman Lee Westwood both carded a 66, with the help of eagles at the 11th. The third round is next.
Saturday at the Players Championship, just a mile west of the Atlantic Ocean in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, the headquarters of the PGA Tour. As we check out the leaderboard, Garcia and Tiger Woods just a little less than a half hour away from the final grouping there. Lee Westwood looking for his biggest win of his career so far at the age of 40 at 9 under. They're tied with Maggart, Kevin Chappell, and another past champion and Henrik Stenson. As we get you out to 8, Gary Koch out there.
And Peter Hansen with a chance for a rare birdie here at the par 3. That is just the 6th 2 recorded here today. And the 3rd most difficult hole on this golf course, and that gets Hansen to 4 under par.
Chris Stroud on the tee with a 6-iron. Remember, we talked about that very difficult back right hole location here at 13, and that's the way to play this shot. You got to put it short, let it catch the slope, and watch what happens here. That is the 11th hole-in-one here at the 13th hole in the history of the Players over here at TPC Sawgrass.
Tiger over at the 2nd for birdie, Roger.
This from about 10 feet, and looks like the kind of putt you want it to go a little left, Johnny. I don't know how much of that it'll do.
Just been killing the par 5s. This would be one heck of a scrambly birdie. Doesn't like making 5s on 5 pars.
That is a heck of an up and down from the bunker. Wipes away the errant tee shot, and Tiger moves to 11 under, 9 under on the par 5s.
To the 8th.
Lingmerth with a chance for 2 here at 8. So that's back-to-back birdies for the 25-year-old. Out here on the PGA Tour this year after finishing 10th on the Web.com Tour money list.
And Henrik Stenson, who eagled this hole yesterday, looking to birdie it today. And Stenson has a 2-shot lead.
Wow, he's putting great. Always hits it well. Just had to join the flat stick with the rest of the game.
Ryan Palmer's birdie attempt.
See the ball below his feet. It'll move right at the beginning.
Looking to start with
probably straighten out.
2 straight birdies after the delay, and that's exactly what Palmer's done. He's gone birdie at 9 and 10 to get to 8 under within 4.
David Lingmerth with his second shot here at the par 5. 184, can't be any more than an 8-iron, I wouldn't think. Downwind, as caddy says, be as good as you look. Oh, and it is. So Lingmerth's going to have a chance to get to 11 under with an eagle there at 16.
Sergio Garcia with a 20-foot birdie chance at the 9th.
Looking pretty much about left edge.
Oh! Yes, Garcia with his first birdie of the day at the 9th.
Now to the 16th, and Hunter Mahan with a chance for eagle.
Putt the ball, John, and that's first part of it into the green, so you got to strike it solidly, and he did.
Looks good.
Oh, yeah. Well, the golf gods took one away on the last hole. He made double, and they give him one back there with an eagle. Charles Howell had this putt from the upper level, down the slope, just over 35 feet. And Johnny, this one's a runaway freight train. It is moving. Boom! Catches the back of the hole, hops up in the air. Charles Howell back to 2 under par.
Sergio Garcia on the tee at 13.
We're starting to get a very light sprinkle right about now as well. Actually, it's hit on a little higher trajectory than I thought it might be. It's on a great line.
Oh, this is great. This is great.
After bogeys by Stenson at 11 and 15, Garcia would tap that in for birdie and the solo lead at 11 under.
To 16.
Lingmerth with a chance to share the lead. A little bit of left to right break. Got it. How about this? 5th eagle of the day, and Lingmerth coming on strong.
Garcia shared the top of the leaderboard with Lingmerth for a moment until a bogey at 14 dropped him back to 10 under. We pick up the action with Lingmerth at the 17th with a chance to extend his lead.
Got it. Man, I tell you, this guy can putt. Just poured it in there. Now a 2-shot lead.
Yeah, tomorrow he's probably going to get Woods, Garcia, or Stenson, though, and that's not going to be quite so chummy.
Sergio marking where his tee shot went, and Tiger also is going to mark. So Garcia and Tiger electing not to finish out play here at the 15th.
Well, pretty remarkable day of play. 3rd round play suspended once again with David Lingmerth, rookie on the PGA Tour, with a 2-shot lead.
Good early Sunday morning and happy Mother's Day from the Players Stadium course at TPC Sawgrass for the resumption of yesterday's 3rd round of the Players Championship, the 40th version here. Tiger and Sergio just 2 shots off the lead of one of the most unlikely leaders, David Lingmerth, at 12 under par.
We resume play with Tiger Woods at the 15th. Woods would make par from there to remain at 10 under. Now up to the 18th with David Lingmerth.
Tough tee shot. Real tough.
And he's left this one just out. It's going to work to stay in the fairway.
Yeah, that's the trouble. If you can't draw the ball, he hit it down the right side, but that west wind just blew it right behind the trees, and now he needs a big break, and I don't like his odds of getting on the green from there unless he's 1 in 100.
Ryan Palmer will be playing his tee shot here. Mark Rolfing is with the group.
Well, Gary, he measured 2 club lengths back from where the tee markers are, so Obviously, he has taken a little bit more club. The waves on the lake are coming toward him a little bit from the left, so the wind is an issue right now.
Likes to work the ball right to left. Sets up nicely for the left hole location. Yeah, there we go. Catch the slope. That'll ease right on down toward the hole.
He would go on to birdie to get within 2 of the lead.
And we're behind Lingmerth now at the 18th. Noda.
He got a great lie, a little bit of uphill, which should help him get him over this tree, which is about 30 yards.
Oh,
he caught it low and it went straight into this tree.
that was really a bad shot. And another good break.
Got a break there, though, huh?
That could have gone in the lake, could have gone 40 yards right of the fairway.
To the 16th fairway with Tiger Woods.
Bite. Down. Softly. Oh, you flushed it. Bite. Bite.
Oh, what a beautiful shot.
Yeah, but they both knew it, didn't they? Joey Lacava, his caddy, and Tiger both yelling sit down as soon as he hit it. Lee Westwood on the tee with a pitching wedge. That's a little right. Will it catch the slope? Oh, yes, it will. Johnny, these guys got a little advantage here this morning. This green is soft enough that you put it into that slope. It's coming all the way back to the hole. We weren't seeing that late yesterday afternoon.
And Westwood would go on to birdie. Back to the 16th. Garcia needs this up and down to get back to 10 under.
He's got to land it short of the green and bump it into the hill, which he does very nicely.
And he'll convert that birdie. Now Tiger Woods for his look at birdie and a share of the lead.
Got it. So Woods to 11 under par, now sits atop the leaderboard, tied with Lingmerth.
Casey Wittenberg with a birdie try.
And out of a low to a tier that's right there, and then another one there, and that's a heck of a read.
Oh, yes, Casey Wittenberg with a birdie at 18. So Wittenberg, with his 3 birdies in a row, is the leader in the clubhouse right now. Takes the lead over Maggart, who had been in there at 9 under.
Not even close. But 5 is not the worst score he's ever going to see on this hole, or even shoot even.
So he's going to be the leader in at 11 under as he taps in for the bogey, his 4th of this 3rd round.
Lingmerth finishes with a 69 and heads into the clubhouse with the lead. Back to the 17th with Garcia at the tee with a sand wedge.
This is a good looking line.
Oh!
I guess.
That,
just got a little noisier.
Yeah, it sure did. Glances right off the flagstick. Probably a bit unfortunate, Johnny, if that thing doesn't hit the flagstick. One hops past the hole and comes right back to it.
I agree. That's a beautiful shot, though.
Another look. I hear somebody saying get on it. It was.
Well, 17's been pretty good to him. It's where he closed out Paul Goydos years ago for his Players Championship title in the playoff.
All right, so Sergio has a putt to move to that 11 under number as well.
Easy putt here, Roger, isn't it?
Yeah, this isn't going to move too much. Or underneath the hole. I think it'll go just a shade left maybe, but not much.
For a share of the lead.
There we go.
Garcia knocks that in for back-to-back birdies. And now
There had not been a birdie all day recorded until now. Man, Snedeker chipped it in very nicely, and then how about this little room service from his playing competitor Martin Laird. Says, way to go, Brett.
And Steve Stricker from just off the green for birdie.
This is usually quicker than the players realize. Going dead down green. Looks good though.
Wow. And Stricker gets back to 7 under. 4-4.
Mark Leishman for birdie. And Leishman pours it in, so he moves to 10 under par, 3 under in the first 4 holes.
to the 11th, here's Lingmerth's second.
126 left to the hole. Wind going left to right.
He has a move through the ball, folks, very similar to Zach Johnson. He has a strong grip and has to sort of stay under it to keep the club from going over, turning over.
This is aggressive, just left of the hole.
Oh, beautiful
Nice.
start for Lingmerth. Now Ryan Palmer, losing his childhood friend in a car accident in San Antonio Thursday night. Clay Adderholt, you see the initials all over his hat, CA. And just before he began this final round, he said, I know my old friend is looking down on me today. And Ryan Palmer knocks that in for birdie to tie for the lead. So now Lingmerth for birdie to take the outright lead at 12 under.
It's a touch of left break in it is all. It's very makeable.
Yeah, you bet. He had to believe it was closer to the hole from the fairway, John. It certainly looked that way.
See how his nerves are. Good looking putt. Is it going to break?
Yes! What a start for Lingmerth.
Now that's showing yourself something.
At the 12.
Where Crane has a long putt for a birdie just over 30 feet. Oh! That one jumps into the hole. And Crane back to 9 under par. David Lynn has a chance to reach 9 under. And who was a runner-up just last week in Charlotte. Lost in the playoff.
And Tiger with a good chance for birdie. And he leads the field in par 5 scoring, as Johnny was alluding to.
He has been grinding on this read like it's not a real easy read. I thought it might turn just a little left.
Tiger runs another one in on a par 5 and ties Lingmerth for the lead at 12 under. Brent Snedeker for birdie. You know how this guy can get it rolling when he gets in the groove with that putter.
Tiger with an infinitely makeable putt here, Mark. Break is very obvious.
Yeah, he has left it in a very nice spot. It is quick, but I wouldn't call it lightning fast.
It's perfect. From 4 to 8 feet. This putt just under 8 feet.
He's due to make one. He's been all over the edges.
There it is. Tiger Woods to 13 under par. 1-shot lead.
And Jeff Maggart has a birdie try here. Another good look to get the double digits. And this time he drops it in. So Maggart with his second birdie of the day in the first 6 holes moves a little closer within 3. And Garcia was just about ready to stroke that birdie at the 5th before he backed off. Was distracted more than a couple of times yesterday in the 3rd round pairing with Tiger. Garcia wants to get that shot back that he lost at the 4th. So this to get himself back at 11 under within 2 of Tiger. Runs it in.
Nice birdie on the 3rd toughest hole on the golf course, Sergio. Very nice. You hit your first fairway, and what did it do? Birdie.
13.
Martin Laird now tapping this in for birdie to get to 10 under. And don't forget, Martin Laird, remember how fast he finished about a month ago to win the Valero Texas Open.
From the fringe at the 7th, Tiger Woods has a chance to take the outright lead.
There's been nobody on the PGA Tour better this year than Tiger from 15 to 20 feet.
And that will even things out after a bogey at the 6th.
Over at the 10th.
This is a birdie look for Maggart.
Good second shot.
Is he going to make a move here in the back 9? Is he going to make a move? There's one of them. So Maggart to 11 under, tie for 2nd. Wittenberg in need of a birdie to stay in touch as well to get to 9 under. It finally goes down. The 10 for Ryan Palmer's 3rd. Went a little deep on his approach. Palmer with a birdie at 10 to get to 9 under. Over at 11, Maggart to get to 12 under within 1. And Jeff Maggart keeping his hopes alive.
Ryan Palmer with a chance for a birdie. He'd only made 1 cut in 7 previous tries here. He's changed his strategy this year. Didn't show up until Wednesday. Played 9 holes of practice. Said I had to do something a little different. Well, this seems to be working as Ryan Palmer moves it to 11 under par. 2 off the lead, being held by Tiger Woods. 49-year-old Jeff Maggart hanging in there, just 1 shot back.
And a big putt for Garcia.
Needs this one.
Yep.
Downhill, little breaker left.
There's that claw grip that has helped him so much the last couple of years. And Garcia with a hopeful birdie here to get within 2.
Up to the 12th green, Tiger Woods has a chance for his 4th birdie of the day.
What's this like to do?
It's going to go a little right, Johnny. Putting from the sunlight into the shadows, so he's
This
had a
one
couple
actually will
ones.
go back a little left too at the hole, Mark. Some of the players have not seen that. But Tiger did. 14 under par, 2-shot lead, 3rd time he has birdied this short par 4 12th this week. Kevin Streelman birdie putt at 17. Have to break this one into 2 putts. The putt on top of the ridge right there, and then the putt down the slope. This has got a chance. How about this for Kevin Streelman? Wow. Lingmerth, chance to get back to 11 under par. And he does, so keeps fighting. Within 3.
14.
Well, there's Tiger with his drop.
And if the players behind didn't know that he had hit the ball in the water, they do now because they're standing right back there watching him. He's got 253.
What a tough shot this is, Peter.
Boy, the ball above his feet. Boy,
He absolutely drilled it. It's a little bit right.
Oh, that's amazing.
I mean, that was smoked.
He can get that one up and down from there. David Lingmerth for birdie. Boy, how big would it be if this were to go in? How about that? David Lingmerth with a birdie at 13. Gets to 12 under.
Streelman, can he get it to 12 under? That number looks so good right now, but that'll be for par for Streelman. What a great finish on this back nine, Johnny.
That was a good recovery second shot, and I would have liked to have seen him try to pitch that ball and knock it in instead of just conservative putt it up there.
And Sergio Garcia will take a crack at making the move to 12 under.
This should turn just slightly to his left, Raj.
Yeah, a little uphill. Very makeable putt. Yep.
So a couple of birdies, and this whole thing is starting to change. This is going to get fun, fun, fun. As they head over to the 14th, Lingmerth and Garcia with birdies.
All right, at 16, 2 balls in the bunker here, Mark.
Yeah, and Tiger Woods, I believe, is closer to the hole, but he is going to play first because Casey Wittenberg would have to stand on his ball to hit the shot. So Tiger is going to go ahead and go. And this lie is not quite as good as Casey's. It's pretty good, so it's not that hard a shot. Sitting down just a little.
Beautifully played. Was 3 for 3 in sand saves earlier in the week. 20th on the tour this year.
And Maggart to tap in for birdie on a course that can give you so many different and varied kinds of emotions. It was back in 2008 when Jeff found out that his brother had died in a plane crash. He withdrew from this very championship. And so you can only imagine the bittersweet memories, especially today.
Now Lingmerth back at the 16th with his 3rd from the greenside bunker.
Ball close enough to the center of the bunker that he doesn't have to pick it up or do anything too crazy with it in the backswing. Ball a little below his feet, though.
Play a little low chunk and run. Landed up on the upper level. Let it release down to the hole.
Pretty nice.
How about in?
To the 17th tee with Tiger Woods.
It's going to ease on back down into the low, the front area. That is that tough 2-putt. Lingmerth to get to 12 under par.
I think there's just a few more folks here than at a web.com event, Gary.
I'm thinking that's probably the case.
He had to learn a lot at the Humana losing in that playoff because, as you say, Gary, he's acquitted himself beautifully today. Doesn't seem like too big a stage for him.
All right, Sergio with the short one for birdie. Okay, good 2-putt 4. Woods and Garcia locked at the top.
Up to the 17th green, Woods has this left for par.
Nice 2-putt par for Tiger Woods. He will move to the 18th at 13 under, tied with Sergio Garcia.
Well, he's got pitching wedge out here, Gary. This is an aggressive line. Got to get up.
Unbelievable.
David Lingmerth is next to take on the intimidating Island Green at 17.
Play that little baby cut of his, Gary.
Oh, he's leading. This is an aggressive line, too.
He's leading.
Oh,
my. Whoa. All right, Garcia electing to play from the teeing ground, his third.
You know, in some ways, I don't blame him. That's a pretty hard angle to play from. That drops onto that whole location on the right. He's still got the wedge. Has not changed his mind. And this one had it, too.
Oh, and that's back in the water.
Now Tiger's second, and the leader by 1 over Lingmerth, who's behind him.
Boy, he just made this hole so much easier with that tee shot.
What a tee shot. He's got 153 9-iron.
Walking it up.
It's right at it.
Right.
Absolutely at it.
Right.
Just right over the stick. And holding there. That was pretty bold line there. Back on the tee is Sergio.
Tough to concentrate right now for him.
Oh, this hooking. This is going to go in water.
For his final round of 70 to post 13 under, and wait and see if the 25-year-old rookie has any kind of special magic.
Now back to Lingmerth in the right rough at 18.
Well, it's going at that line on the right-hand side. If he can get that ridge, he won't.
Just was a few yards too far to the right, Johnny.
He's left himself a 1 in 50 putt to make to force the playoff.
This goes in to force a playoff at 17.
Looks pretty good.
Oh. And Tiger Woods is a Players Champion again, a dozen years removed from his first. And he just saw it.
Told you you could, huh? Told you. How about that, huh?
Tiger Woods earns his 78th career victory and maintains his #1 spot in the FedEx Cup standings. This win marks the earliest Woods has won 4 tournaments in a single PGA Tour season. This concludes this week's race for the FedEx Cup and the PGA Tour's coverage of the 2013 Players Championship from TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida.